Here girls, in our textbook, it shows the first book that we have taken is the purchase book. These things they say should be kept into mind while recording the transactions in the purchase book. First, it records only credit transaction. The cash purchases will go in the cash book. The purchase book will record only two things you will remember: purchase of goods and purchase of credit goods. Purchase of cash will not be taken and purchase of asset will not be taken. It will take two types of things: purchase of goods and purchase of goods on credit. These two things have to be kept in mind. Then there is trade discount. Trade discount, you know what is trade discount? We have done this in journal. We will deduct in case of any type of trade discount. That trade discount also will be given provision in the subsidiary book. We will subtract that trade discount and then enter the amount in the final details column. I'll show you how. See, this is the format. First we'll come to the format. This is the format of a purchase book. There are 8 columns in the format of purchase book. Sorry, these 10 columns in the format of purchase book. Any subsidiary book, there are these 10 columns. The only difference is what are we entering in the second column. Column number 1 is the date column. Column number 2 is the column for particulars. Particulars means in case of purchase book, it will be name of the supplier. In case of sales book, it can be the name of the customer. So depending upon what type of book are we maintaining, the details of that book, the total summary of that type of transactions will be kept in this column. Then we have invoice number, the ledger folio number, which in case given with the transaction you will record. Otherwise you will draw column number 3 and 4, narrow slim columns 3 and 4 and leave them blank. These I have told you, explained the meaning of invoice number and ledger folio while doing journal. Then comes the detail. This is the amount, detailed amount column. This is the bifurcation and this is the net amount, the detailed amount column of the total amount of detail of this what has been purchased here on credit. This is the net purchases in case of CGST, SGST, IGST in respective columns, and then comes the total. Once these are the 10 columns, you will have to remember the format. Now we start doing the question. You will have to remember. Now CGST and SGST. The CGST is the column, girl. This is a tax paid on intrastate purchases. The input CGST. When it is purchases, it is input CGST. When it is sales, it is output CGST. So input CGST means we are paying the tax. So tax paid on intrastate purchase of goods within the state. It is recorded here in the input CGST column. The net value, that is the sale price less the trade discount, will be entered here in this column. Then we have input SGST. This is also the tax that is paid on purchases on the goods that are in the same state. This also is calculated on the net sales value. Then we have IGST. IGST means interstate purchase. Interstate purchase of goods. In case the goods have been sold outside, have been purchased from outside the state, it will come here in this column. And the net amount will be entered in this column. We'll do the questions, you'll understand how. So these are the 3 GST columns. The GST will come in either of these 3. And then the total of all these will come here. Amount total will come here in this column. Let us see how it happens. This is the first illustration I've taken from your book. The first illustration says, enter the following transactions in the purchase book of Pawan Electric Store. Pawan Electric Store, New Delhi, assuming CGST at 6% and SGST also at 6%. The first thing that is told here is 2017, June 2, purchase goods from Surya Electric Store, Chandni Chowk, Delhi, on credit. This is important. Goods have been, electric store, goods have been purchased from electric store. That means goods have to be electrical goods. Then we'll record. Suppose electric store, the address has been given for electric store, and suppose I'm purchasing fabric, curtain, drapery or furniture, chairs, tables, then it will not come in the purchase book. Purchase book will record only goods. That means the goods means the things that have been purchased from the intention of reselling. That will be recorded here. Otherwise, those will be go to the asset account. The address will be taken, and these have to be on credit. These two things have to be insured. These are goods. Electric store say we purchased electricals, and then it has to be on non-cash basis, that is the credit basis. Then we record it in the purchase book. So this is the detail of this purchase. Now let us see how it will work. See here, I've made the purchase book here. This is the same 10 columns. Purchase book, date, the first column date, then the particulars means in case of particular purchase book, it will be the name of the supplier from whom we have purchased, the invoice number, the ledger folio, details, purchase amount, SGST, CGST, SGST, IGST, and the total amount. Now we will start with the first illustration, first ingredient here. We purchased invoice number 480 has been given here. In case given, you will write it. Otherwise, the column will be drawn positively, but you will leave it blank. 40 tube lights at 500 each and 15 table fans at 2000 each, and then there is trade discount. Remember, trade discount is deducted first of all before calculating the CGST and SGST. CGST, SGST at 6% have been given, and trade discount at 20%. Now see, let us see how it will proceed. The first thing I will write Surya Electric Store, the name of the supplier. In case of purchase book, name of the supplier. Date, name of the supplier. The detail of what is being purchased. 40 tube lights are being purchased at rupees 500 each. That comes to rupees 20,000. Then 15 table fans are being purchased at the rate of rupees 2,000 each. That is 30,000. It comes to 20 plus 30, 50,000. Trade discount at 20%. Very clearly it has been given. Trade discount 20%. 20% of this comes to 10,000. 50,000 minus 10,000, 40,000. Then on this we add the CGST and SGST. CGST 40% on 40,000, 6% on 40,000 means 2400, 2,400, and SGST at the same amount, 2,400. The total amount means 40,000 plus 24 plus 24, 44,800 is the total amount in the details column. That now the details, the bifurcation will come here. 44,800 is the net amount. But purchase kitne ka tha? Purchase was for 40,000. 2,400 was input CGST. 2,400 input SGST. And the total amount is 44,800. That is the one transaction for purchase book. Similarly, there are other transactions which you will do in the purchase books. Same. And in the end, we total up. Are we clear with this much? Okay, now we proceed with the next type of book, that is the sales book.